Richard, we're talking about bailing out European banks. We've banged on for months and months and months about trying to break the feedback loop between bank debt and sovereign debt. It seems like we might have a bit of a breakthrough from last night.
Yes, I think the European Union at their summit in Brussels spent all night trying to hammer this one out, and the ministers were hijacked, if you like, by Spain and Italy, but particularly Spain. I think it stuck one on Germany overnight by finally getting Angela Merkel to concede that, in fact, they can get the funding for their 100 billion bailout to go directly through to the clapped out banks such as Bankia, instead of going through Spain's balance sheet. So that is good for Spain's sovereign debt position, and yields have
so there's a good reaction in the market.
There's a good reaction in the market.
Currency,
not an amazing
bonds.
one though.
Would you expect more?
I'd expect a little bit more, but there's a bit of a hesitation here about this. Why? Because it's going to take another, well, until at least the end of the year. The EU summit has given until the end of this year for the creation of a single European bank regulator. That's for the 17 Eurozone countries. Now, Brussels says one thing, and very often it sets a direction of travel. Actually getting there is the next thing, and thrashing out the detail. But if the regulators
surely they'll
in
want to
place,
do it as quickly as possible.
they must.
No, given the positive reaction, the last bailout they tried was a damp squib. They reacted badly to that. They must really want this to go ahead as quickly as possible.
Well,
surely
they surely must, and certainly in Madrid they do, and that's the problem. That Madrid actually needs this 100 billion right now. So sure, it'll get its 100 billion on a different basis if it waits to the end of the year, but it needs the dinero in its fingers right now to partly to fill the gap left by bailing out Bankia, which took 19-20 billion euros, and then there are more cajas or former cajas to come. So that's one thing. But I think the yield is back under 7 safely. It's at about 6.6 at the last beep. I would have expected it to go even lower, 6.4 or something like that, and it's just not there yet, and that's because there is this timing delay, if you like. But on the whole, direction of travel, positive signs. So I think this is the first time I've seen Brussels actually grasp the, well, bull by the horns, I suppose, if we're talking about Spain.
Well, that's excellent good news after months and months of disappointments in Europe. Thanks very much, Richard.